Hello everyone, this is Valderan and this is No Man's Sky loading. I am loading my new-ish Permadeath game and I'm 5 hours in. So this is a new start over because I bloody died. And yeah, that happens. At least it happened to me, so we can argue whether it is something which happens or it is something which shouldn't happen. But I picked up my Utopia speeder because I do like to have a ship which is actually a little bit useful, if you can call it that. I got into a fight with it and I was unfortunately almost taken apart. Or should I actually do that? Probably should keep some of it. Problem is that I would like to have everything around me, but that's not always what happens. I do think certain things I can have here, and that will be kind of okay. So yeah. So I'm putting some of it here, just so I have it at hand if I should need it. So hopefully we will work towards something useful. I was trying to see what I could build, and if I could build the important thing, I need oxygen for that. What did I look at? Nothing there. And well, nothing there until I start getting some slots. So that will probably take some time. The question is, should I go out here and try to get oxygen, because there is actually opportunities. So it's always nice to actually assemble what you feel you need. Whoa. I did not expect to be... I did not expect the Spanish Inquisition. Oh yeah, I have a... Well, unfortunately I have to use some... How much did I actually need? 150. I need some for that. How do I actually make that? Carbon and dihydrogen jelly. So
technology recharge.
luckily that is things which is kind of in abundance here, so and the thing is, I do like to have a refiner on me more than anything else. No, this is probably not the best way of getting oxygen, but for now that is actually a working way, and I can use the carbon as well. So
technology recharge.
actually looking for these. They give two things I really need at this point in game, so finding and killing them is actually quite a good thing. They are quite nasty if you run into them at times where you actually don't notice them. They release some toxins and you start pretty much panicking around when that happens, and I'm not lying, it is something which can actually kill you. So there's plenty more over there. And the thing is, now I will be aiming at building and getting slots for my ship, exosuit, and multi-tool. Actually, I'm not sure whether I should try to get another multi-tool before I actually get that. Yeah, always pay attention to what's around you when you are in things like this. Of course you can very quickly end up in a situation you didn't actually account for. So I need to go back because I need my ship. This is actually a nice cave. And it's a good protection of so now you can start thinking, what is those feet are here? I am very good at being very paranoid with sound myself, so yeah. So we need that one built. Because then I can actually start doing things myself if I want to. And sometimes you want to, sometimes you don't need to. That is, but I always find it good to actually have that at hand. I know some players say, I built a big refiner or something else. And that's absolutely fine. We don't all have to do it the same way. I did build a medium refiner, so if I need to combine two different into one, I can do that. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. So for now, I actually want to fly and see where that grave is. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. That's and do I actually need the grave? Technically, I don't, because as soon as I get through the Atlas mission, I will get the glyphs. However, getting the first glyph actually means I could jump to the center if I wanted to. Which I don't think I want to, but I actually think my thought right now is actually going to see if I can make some money. How much do I have? Not much. Make some money and then I'll try to get a better multi-tool. I could, of course, take one of those I have in my Twitch drops. I have some A-class, but I don't remember how good or bad they are. So that's a little bit of a problem, but nobody says things should be straight away. Anything interesting down there showing up now? Cobalt and silver. Not exactly something I would really need at this point. There's a lot of things I need, but they are not part of that equation. So let's go back to the ship and see what those what that technology actually was. Thing is, I don't feel too happy walking around when it's that bad. So it's an oxygen rerouter. So it's in family with that, but it's not. It's basically for swimming underwater, which is fine if that's what you need. So I think I will go and do my many nights yet. It's actually fine, but I do think I will go and check out the anomaly. Mainly because I know that I probably can't start the Nexus missions yet, but it doesn't harm taking a look at them. Some that I'm not going to do yet. That is way too rough for a noob like me. So I have some Twitch rewards. One of them was a it's not really good. That was not what I wanted. It's big, but that's not really. It doesn't have many slots either. I thought that be a little bit better. So that one is actually better. So it gave me a little bit more slots, and what I need to do now before I do anything else. I need to take off what is things I can use on the other one. So I don't think there is any reason to leave something behind, which is, can't remember if that was there. Otherwise it is now. The thing with the multi-tool is that you can actually take pretty much everything, because you can actually risk getting it with pretty much nothing on. And that's where it is a little bit tricky. That one I actually had. These are not overly good, but they are kind of better than what I had, so. And again, yeah. The whole thing is I need of course need to upgrade as good as I can with slots, for instance. It's already there, okay. So, yeah. There for now. No, the whole thing is it's all about getting to get as competitive with everything you meet. That goes from everything like environment, sentinels, pirates, animals. Okay. Any of those, that is fine. That is of course not entirely bad, but it is as it is, I would say. So what do I want to spend those 10 on? I always look first on this page, because is there something I really need here? I now have gotten everything unlocked that I wanted. So I go to, I think I came the wrong way around, but no, I want that to this one. And I take things like this. I can't use it on its own, but I hope I will get more interesting things as we go. Quicksilvers from them. How many do I have? 207. That's not really enough for anything, so. Okay. This is a place to start, and that's actually good. It's not the worst kind of start out there is. So, no, that one I need to put down there. As long as I don't have a freighter, then I need to use my starship as an option to store things, so that is fine for now. That looks fine for now. That one is of course empty. That is not good. Okay. So was there anything else I need to take a look. That one wants me to locate a holo terminal so I can contact Artemis. That one, yeah, we've not really started that yet. And that is what I just did. Okay. So it is like it always is. I will need tritium, and eventually I will need a lot of it, but that's not the most important right now. But it is nice to actually have started stacking it up, so that is good to start there. So we need to look at some of the planets here and see if we can find a border thingy. That one I don't want to go to. That's the one with the aggressive sentinels. Anything here? Okay, it's in another system, so let's go to the space station and use the teleporter there. I think that's the best approach to jump anywhere. So, I need to make money, I need to make nanites, I need to get slots for my exosuit. So, that's pretty much where we are right now. That is what we are going for. Of course, need to make sure that everything is done properly. Yeah, I seem to remember I actually didn't do it. I have done things there, so yeah, that's absolutely fine. Anything of what we have acquired which can be sold, which we want to sell, it's as much a question about that, because it is not everything which is sellable. just curious, so I have some here which is in progress as well. Good. I know I took them, but it's just to make sure that I'm actually on top of what I have and what I haven't, so yeah. So we need to find the holo terminus somewhere in the system. Oh, it's already shown up, so I was going to say whatever luck it will show up when we come out, but it actually leads us to it, so that is not a bad thing. Now I can't remember if this is the one with the aggressive sentinels. If it is, I'm in for a treat. That is of course because it's stone and so it's rather warm. So of course doesn't have anything on board, so yeah. That's how it is. So I must admit, as I need to scrape the nights as quick as possible, I just put that on to work immediately. I'm actually going to wait a little bit, because I am not going to be very well as long as I don't have any proper protection. I got that one, but it just makes it go a little bit slower down. And that's kind of how it is. I can't do much about that, and I'm not sure I really would want to do that either, so it's part of the game. The environment plays a big role. Some places more than others. Some planets will be as bad as having aggressive sentinels. It will really try to kill you. Oh dear. Sorry, I never. Copper and microprocessor. You see, that quickly will pay itself home. No doubt whatsoever about that. It's a good one because it was actually a drop pod, so that is a almost free slot. I will say those bells where you need the Atlas pass. I personally find that very important to get, and I know there are people who disagree with me that it's absolutely not necessary to always should be the first thing you ever get. Well, I mean, first of all, it will always be each and one's individual choice whether they think it's important or not. And no one should actually argue with that logic, because it is something we each and one will decide for ourselves, pretty much. Oh, yeah, I do apologize. I might sneeze tonight. Been sneezing all day. I think I got a little bit of the sniffles, but I don't feel ill or anything. It's just well, it's winter. Winter is here. Oh. Oh, I need another microprocessor. Well, certain things you just need constantly, and I will say it's actually one of the things I do like to have the ability to make myself. I did not pick that up yet, did I? No. That one, by the way, needs to be on my ship. So we're down. Get a little bit of milestones right now. So what do I need for the translator? I need a microprocessor and copper. I got the copper, so that at least is one step in the right direction. I of course need that before I attempt to talk to people. So maybe I should just do things right and actually, while it's good weather, pick up a couple of things. Looking for to see if there's any buildings around, which is a good place to start. Yeah, I don't dare start shooting because then sentinels will be very arsy. So that was where I was. Don't really see anything useful. Which is relatively normal. Okay. Just pick up, so it might be because it's too deep. So I have that drop box, so it might be a good idea to take that so we get a relatively cheap slot in our exosuit. That's actually not the worst way to continue with that. So it was not straight around us, so go out and go down again is, in my opinion, the fastest way. Then go and sort that out. And the good thing with that is there might be other things nearby. Otherwise I'll have to go to the space station to get the microprocessor. No. What on earth was that? Was that a frigate or something I almost collided with? Thing at a time. I really look weird. I think I slightly might have had the same thought as a airline pilot when they suddenly see another plane. So I need one of those, I need one of those, and I think I need 10 of that. Let's see if that's correct. I'm going to put those over here for now. So I'm actually keen on building up on the technology side at the moment, so I can start getting some proper slots on. So let's do a scan and see what's actually around here. Nothing really, so the question is, what I thought I saw, was that just a glitch? Okay. Let's go and spend the money, because that at least is one thing we can do. Otherwise, we might not be utilizing our best options. It is sometimes just to get these things done and then move on. I do know I'm playing a little bit on borrowed time with these things, but I would say that's how it is.
Technology recharge.
Yeah. On the microprocessor, I know. I do have to look at the different ship types, because that is actually important. So one, we can build that. It's fine to put it there for now. A good thing is we can always move around as we need them, so stuffing these back here, because it's not like I need them there right now, but I need more the space I have than the upgrades. really need a trading post. Oh, I don't know if that would work. It also say learn words, so I don't know if any is better than the other. Yeah, I got this one a while ago, so just going to land and learn a couple of words here. Yeah, it wasn't my intention to fall down, but fortunately sometimes happens. Remember if there's one down there, doesn't look like it. Fluent. I learned 20 words and I speak the language. Okay. Knowledge stone would be beneficial.
Technology recharge.
Language stone there. Knowledge stone they are called, not language. I don't know why I always put the language part on them, but That is kind of what they do. Just overtaken by a animal of some sort. That's neat. I always suggest to scan things before you kill it. That I am kind of sticking to. Like I'm ending up with a lot of dihydrogen before I actually really need it. But the thing is, I can actually kind of refine it and store it a little bit more smart than so calibrate. So I need a I want to save fuel and stuff like that at this point, because as long as you are a little bit weak, it's not really what you want to be spending your resources on to make fuel if it's not necessary, and doesn't take much of me just to walk across again and kind of just pick up my ship and go to the place which has been marked on the map. So, well, not on the map, on the surface. So. Is always very nice to actually have something you're being told to go to. So, down. Let's see what we have there, if it's something we can actually really use. I would say it's okay to lurk in the background and just watch. That's absolutely fine. I have nothing against that. But I would say feel free to use the chat if you have things you want to ask about No Man's Sky, or if you have any comments to things I say or do, feel free. You don't have to be a follower or a subscriber to participate in chat, and it's actually for everyone. I do appreciate people following and subscribing, of course. I would be very ungrateful if I said differently, but I have no problem trying to help anyone who might have some questions, and that is Jesus. Improve your yeah, well, it's a little bit early for that. Oh man, this is that's a little bit harsh because I don't have anything to give them for. Normally you can give them gifts, but I don't have anything to give them, so the amount of pets is depending. You buy the slots for nanites on your freighter. So I think if I don't remember wrong, I think you can have up to 8, but it might be more, but I think you can at least buy slots for 8. The first one is free, I believe. And then you kind of just give it food and then talk to it, and then you adopt it. Does that help you? I can show you how to do it, but I'm not a big pet lover myself. I tend to forget them. But I do have pets from time to time. But it is like everything else in the game. People collect different things. I will kind of say no, because they can't they can't carry things for you, but you can ride on them, and that's actually a trick if you need to escape certain situations. Then you can jump on your pet and ride away. Then you can the sentinels would not shoot. Well, I just started over because I died on my permadeath, so yeah. But it's absolutely fine. I don't mind people sitting just watching, because I find it fascinating myself, watching other people play. I like that. But I also know that sometimes it's nice if you're sitting with some questions which you would like to know something about, and if no one actually give a input sometimes, then it can be difficult, because the game is not always fully explaining what you can and what you can't. there is guides. There is guides, and you can go in and look at the different ones. Survival, getting around, making discoveries, finding and taming creatures. So there's a little bit about it. But as I said, it's not a lot there is about it, so yeah. I'm very happy to help. Yeah, but that's my way. It's kind of one of the reasons I'm sitting here doing this, because it makes me kind of happy if I can help people. That's one thing. So you need to have creature pellets in order to feed them. So you go up until you get an E. That can be a little bit tricky sometimes. I could choose one which didn't run as fast, but I think this one looks cool. So I need to get close and come on, don't do this to me. And the thing is, some is more shy than others. Okay. Let's go to this one and then... Yeah, that was the small one. I don't want the small one. Let's take the big one here. Then you feed it, then you can interact with it, and then you have 3 options. You can adopt it as a companion, then it becomes your pet. You can collect milk, that is useful if you want to cook things. I might at some point go in and do some cookery, but there is some videos on my YouTube channel about cooking. Or you can ride it. So that means you jump on board on it and you can kind of guide it. And you can even, because someone was telling me that yeah, it's such a shame you can't get flying ones, and actually you can, but it can be difficult to get close enough to them. But if you can get close enough to them, some of the big butterflies actually can be tamed, and that is quite cool. And then you can ride on a flying mount. So I am just jumping off because yeah, that's how it works. But I do apologize, but I don't take them as companions as of yet, because first of all, I forget to feed them. Well, thank you and enjoy your viewing. I hope my adventure will be interesting enough. So I need to get up here because my protection was failing. Yeah, but you are very welcome, and I'll keep talking. So I weirdly enough think that it does help people that they get a little bit of info what the thoughts are behind. Because just sitting and watching, that would just that would just kind of limit understanding of what is being done. No, I agree, and for all what it is kind of worth, I used once, I like to watch, there was these programs overnight. I think it was German TV, but I might be wrong, but they sent TV at night, and I used to have it running while I would play computer most of the time, but and it was they showed someone driving from one city to another and out on the roads, and I love to see the landscape and all. But the thing was, I found it so sad because there was no talk, there was nothing, and it was like, yeah, well, why are you doing what you're doing? And I felt it was a shame because it was professionally made. But well, so I'm struggling a little bit with space at the moment, so I have to sometimes think a little bit what I'm doing. Not that it doesn't make any differences, but it's just nice to know that everything is fine. And of course I'm trying to make money as well. We have had many discussions about what annoys me. I need to okay. I think I'm being a little bit stupid here. Because what I actually need to do is to just go to the space station and do something. Or I could actually, no. I'm sure I need to do the right thing, and that is it's going there first of all. I'm not entirely sure I can actually pin them all. I am a little bit weak in this manner, so I will actually have to find some I haven't talked to and see if I can get standing with them. So that can be relatively simple, but it is not always as simple as I make it sound, because especially the Viking can be tricky. They need aggressive words, but if you're too low in standing with them, they might as well be offended when you I actually don't need to take the words, but I do that just to add to the whole thing. I'm trying to remember what the good things are. So, one thing I might have failed to say is that you can actually try 4 times. There it was. Okay, then I have to go back. That is a little bit annoying, because why wouldn't I be able to talk to any alien? Well, I'm a good player. I do what I'm told. I am following orders.
Hostile scan detected.
Oh, bugger off. That can cause me problems.
Hostile ships approaching.
How many are there? Oh. 2, 3. They cause me problems. Well, I have not upgraded mine. I always say you won't get into trouble as long as you keep your shield topped off. And that is of course true, but unfortunately sometimes you run out of fuel for it. And that's when you might die. Yeah, I started playing in a year after it was released, roughly. So I have not been playing constantly over the last 6-7 years, but I have. It has been a game I very often come back to, and I have played it a lot in bulk, so to speak. I had a save which I played nearly 1,000 hours on. Then I had a long break, and then I saw there was new updates which came out. So I thought, oh, this sounds interesting, and then I went on them, and then I have pretty much played ever since I started with those newer updates, and that's now, well, quite a number of updates ago. So I have some very, very hefty main saves, but I mean, I have the one I've been twitching is my normal save there is nearly a year old. I've been playing on Twitch, so only interrupted by expeditions and then survival, and now Permadeath, which of course is a little bit more difficult, so it goes a little bit slower, but I've always been asked what the best thing is to learn first. And my advice will always be survival. Learn how to survive. Because that will be beneficial to you no matter what you do. When you are on foot on a planet, learn what to see, look for what can protect you. For instance, learn to have this, I need to look, is there any caves around I can go into if shit should hit the fan and stuff like that. And of course, as your shielding becomes better and better and your gear gets better and better, then it's less you need it. Well, the problem is you don't want to die on Permadeath because you lose everything you have built up, including your save game, so it is game over when you die. So, no, you need to know what you're doing, but it's actually not, it's not that difficult. But you need to know the basics, and until you have that, then it will take a little bit of time, but not necessarily long. But of course I have seen people start, buy the game, log in, create a character and play on Permadeath, and then what happened? Why do I die all the time? Well, because you don't know the basics. You don't know how to survive the first half hour, the first hour. And that would be like bungee jumping without a line, a zip wire or a zip line or an elastic band or anything. It would be just jumping out and hope the best. And this game is not really geared for that kind of things. It is. It is based on you learn how to survive by doing it, and yeah, do that on normal difficulties. And when you can play and you play well for an amount of time, then you can up it a notch to survival mode, which will not punish you as hard if you die. Hello, Wicked. So, Wicked, which just came on here, he is the Permadeath expert. Howdy, partner. Now we're talking a little bit about the differences with normal and permadeath and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, as you see, I'm on it, but I'm in Euclid still, so. Now I'm going to be a little bit naughty. And hit the ground damage when you use your jetpack. Not to forget. I would say it's not too bad as long as you I'm gonna say don't make stupid things. That's unfortunately my problem. Yeah. Indeed. That is, yeah. I would say you have to all the time remember that whatever you do might have consequences. If you jump off a cliff, you have to remember that there is consequences doing that. That is horrible no matter when it happens. Might not be bad. That could actually be useful.
Units received. Units received.
Oh. I forgot I got them. I would say there's a lot of talk of the Alt F4 escape from death. So there is possibilities if it goes too wrong. But it's one of those where, because I have had internet issues, and when I came back I was not feeling very well. I would rather say I was not feeling at all. Yeah, but that's not always an option, but in this game it would be, but or could be. I still remember the days where you had limited save space, and when you tried not to save too often, but you cried a lot when something went, the game crashed or something. Oh, that was the good old days. Oh. I will say the developer of this game has a lot of humor, so I would not dismiss anything, but I would say if you sometimes read what they say to you, you will actually, it will make you laugh, some of them. I know many people absolutely don't read it, and they miss a lot. But imagine that you would have to speak to them in their language. Just saying. Oh, you're not. You skipped the blonde wig. Oh. Well, I'm afraid we will get many more of this kind of languages, unfortunately. I don't know how far you are in the game, so I will not give any spoilers. We have to work on that, yeah, I know. But I do like to get free stuff. Need some of these. Can I get 5? Yeah. And yes, I know I should get some other charts, but we have to start with something. I'm sure it would write one thing on the screen. I'm going to write it in chat. For us who have been playing for many years, we know what this is. Vortex cubes. That was a weird gift to give me. Oh. So. I need to do something before I jump to the next system. Well, I need to do two things now. There first. Oh dear. Jesus. Yeah.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling.
So I will say that one thing which actually puzzles me with the developers of this game, they have made one, I call them mini missions when you talk to some of the guys, but one of them you actually talk to them about getting married, and you recommend them or don't recommend them to get married. But they all look the same. I would like that there was male and female aliens. But I guess that's my old-fashioned way of seeing things. So that was the first step.
Technology recharge. Weather update. Storm clearing.
Maybe I don't know, because I have a feeling they lay eggs, then they don't need boobs, but that doesn't mean that there wouldn't be females and males. I don't know if it's this time and age of too many snowflakes, which has turned into everything is supposed to be the same, no matter what. No, there's other games. Give the modders a chance to make nudity mods. Oh. Yeah, I prefer the fun bags, but no, that's just me. I need a little bit of scanning here so I get a little bit of coinage. Even though it's not the best planet to be on, but never mind that. Yeah, and that's a little bit my point. That is show things a little bit different in that, I guess.
Units received. Toxic damage detected.
Oh, fuck. See, that's what happens if you don't pay attention to your health. Did I break anything? Only my pride. Okay, let's get away from here. Yeah, I must admit, I don't really look at their feet, but I see the point though. Maybe. I must admit, I am actually tempted to try that, but I still don't know if my survival skills are good enough for that, but yeah, I know, I noticed that. But the funny thing is, on this one, I went to I went to get the hermetic seal, then the storm came, and I tried to find some protection, and I found some shelters, which was not the one I was supposed to go to, but when I tried the nanite extractor, I got the hermetic seal. So, lucky? Yeah. Sometimes I am.
Item received.
I actually think I want number 2 of them. And stone wall. Then I can keep the gigs out. Well, I like to think every run I take, I improve something because I learn something. Um, that's what I hope all the time, that I can actually improve myself. Every little steps I can take. That is sometimes an important part of survival in this game. Especially when you actually feel you need to do something you have no clue about what actually is and what the benefits might or might not be of what you're doing. I've been there, done that.
Technology recharge.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, I never actually believed in script problem solving. It's one of the things I always thought was very bad when, for instance, technical assistants suddenly try to troubleshoot something with a script in front of them. That really could that could tick me off. But troubleshooting is always about being able to think and deduct. A problem in this game sometimes you don't have the time to start thinking. You sometimes have to kind of find some peace somewhere where you are safe. Trial training. I'm not sure about that. So, this is no, none of them is wearing heels.
Pronouns perceived. Pronouns perceived. Pronouns perceived.
So, I'm still picking up all the boxes I can find because it's still free stuff and some of it is actually useful. I have heard people tell me that it's a waste of time because you are never going to use, or it's never going to be useful, but I beg to differ. There's an unknown building. Let's go and have a look at that as well. Oh, there might have been some inspiration there. I must admit, I have not really played with the audio files, so but I guess I could. I actually have the ability in my video editing program, so I could actually try and see what it comes up with. So this is designated as a building. It has nothing to do with a building. Nothing to do with a building, but on the other hand, we can try to find the building ourselves. Let's put this over here with the other one. That one I never really get to use. I am a little bit God, then I get a distress signal. Not what I was looking for. Okay, hold on. What have they done? I feel I lose my life support very quickly at the moment. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. No, I kind of understand that. I did that when I started as well. I kind of tried to find my feet, and I wasn't quite sure, because when I started there wasn't a lot of helping moments, so it was actually a little bit difficult to get everything right, but yeah, little by little you learn, and you find your feet, and you find out what you actually like to do, what you want to do, and all that stuff. So, you remember what we talked about? I think these might actually be some of those which we can get close to. And now we have a flying mount. Well, it's not mine, I just jumped on it, so as I said, I don't really take them. But that's something you can do if you like. I would like one of the big worms for that, but someone told me you can't. It's such a shame. Yeah. No, the weird thing is, some guy said to me, they were, oh, such a shame it can't be done. And then, weirdly enough, I landed somewhere where those kind was sitting on the cliffs, and I thought, well, I can feed them, then I should be able to ride them. Yeah, I mean, such a shame. I would like to fly around on a big worm. Shelters over there, so I also find them a good idea to pick up. One of them always hold a nanite extractor, so and sometimes there's other things. Well, I guess most of you guys who watch me knows that I actually like free stuff. Yeah, that's free carbon. And that's it here. And there would be a nanite extractor here. Yes. I don't think they're called nanite extractors, but you extract nanites from them, so... What else would you call them? No, that's kind of wrong. So, I got a distress signal and an observatory. What is coming out here? Oh dear. That's the one thing which is actually not useful. And that's not the not. Oh well. I guess you can't get it all. Yeah, that's where I just was, so I'm not going there again. What was that? There's another unknown building. Let's take a look at that. It might seem like I don't know what I'm doing, and the thing is, I do know what I'm doing, but the game keeps giving me something else. Okay, this is a good one doing. Not knowing. And why is this good? Well, it gives you an almost free slot for your exosuit. It is designated as a free slot, but you have to give something to actually get it. So That's why I say almost free. You need a housing, you need a carbon, and you need sodium nitrate, and I got a little bit of that. So it's not expensive, but you just need, and it's the same every time, so sorry, I want that one. So, and these is what comes out of, do I have any? Not yet. I actually am doing several missions that give them, but when you use the chart for the drop pod, then you will find something like this. Which is very, very useful, especially in the start game. There's another unknown building. Jesus. There's loads of them around here. Yeah. I think I was a little bit stupid, but never mind. So I very often actually jump from, well, building to building. This doesn't look like much like a building, but but as soon as there is that safe spot, then they do call it a building. So this would be a good place if we needed to survive, because there's caves. The caves is as good as making a hole in the ground yourself. Yeah, I actually think I did take them, so I should have 5, 6, okay. 2, 4, yeah, 6. There is sometimes a little bit glitching in the game, but I can forgive that. Oh, there's more down there. So they are not worth a lot, but every little helps when you're trying to make some money. I can't remember why I actually needed money, but whoa. But that doesn't matter a lot, because I always have an idea that money is a good thing. So it was not overly helpful, but it gave some syllables, which is of course good. So, any other unknown buildings? If you notice, those we already have found comes up with the proper names now, so the observatory is shown as an observatory. That's another unknown building, so at some point I probably run into something which I probably don't want to run into, but it's all good and well and fun and games. It's just a shelter. Which is fine on its own because there's nanite. It's a little bit of stop. There is some tech module. There's one of these. Oh. That is actually quite good. I am putting it a place where it shouldn't be right now. Problem is I need more slots to arrange it properly, but at least that gives me a little bit of an edge on hot planets. So
Technology recharge.
that's in the good department. That was a real good find. S-class modules is always very welcome. Even if I can't use them, they are useful. So a little bit of nanite again. Kind of good. So what else do we have? Now it looks like we have run out of unknown buildings, so Yeah, gives me a lot of good advices, but I'm actually trying to do something. Or not. I need another wiring room, yeah, but I'll get at some point. I'm actually looking to find an abandoned building, so please. It's not going to be it. It's absolutely going to not be. Well, to be honest, this is not the worst thing that can happen, but it's not really what I need right now. This would be much better if I actually found them after I got a freighter. So, well. So we're going to well, that is all well and fine to find things which you don't have to research. That I have full happiness for. Well, I'm here, so I'm definitely here. So you are very welcome to pop on whenever you have the option to do so. And always feel free to ask questions if there is anything puzzling you. So I don't have any pure ferrite this time. Luckily, we have them at hand. See you then, and have a good journey home. What? You're welcome. Okay. That's very rare. I'm just making a note in my calendar what you just said.
Technology recharge.
You don't seem to be one of those people which actually get overly confused. Chia pets. I am not sure I know what that is.
Coherent repaired. Coherent repaired.
Oh dear. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Sometimes weird. You do something and then you immediately realize that was not smart. Yeah, investigating is fine. I don't have a problem with investigating. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. I don't know them under that name, but yeah, I have seen them around. Uh, yeah. just want to know, tier plant, is that... No, that's not what I... Okay, where I come from, you would use watercress instead. Do the same, but yeah. No, I don't really get that. That is not something which is really on my radar, to be honest. That is that is truly an odd thing. It's a little bit like, if you wanted to do that, why not make a big bush and cut it so it looks like an animal at least? Yeah, I'm just going to pick this up, you're scanning. That's okay, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to do anything you don't want me to do, no. I'm curious. I'm not even valuable. Oh. It's not even valuable, so that's well, I don't even want to take the risk. No need for risking. I'm still relatively weak, so not even relatively. I am weak, and that is that's pretty much how reality is at the moment. I'm tempted to say, of course, I need at some point to start to biting the sentinels, but that has to wait. That simply have to wait.